possible. Like, why wouldn't they look into that? So this is why we're really, encourage you to be your own health advocate and to read labels. It's so important to read labels, because before I would have read sodium lauryl sulfate and been like, oh, that's in everything, we're fine. The second one, again, is fragrance. So fragrance is basically a secret mixture of chemicals. And again, the companies are not required to list these chemicals on their product labels. A lot of times you'll have to go digging on their website. If you call them, they have to tell you the ingredients in case there's an allergy. They do not have to put it on the bottle though. And I always thought that was interesting. Up to 72% of asthmatics report their asthma is triggered by fragrance. And there's something in fragrance called toluene, which is, it's in fragrance and it's also a neurotoxin. But that is one ingredient in fragrance that really flares up a lot of asthmatics breathing. So I thought that was interesting. And that's why if you do have asthma or someone in your family has asthma, you fiercely want to avoid fragrance. The last one, and you guys might have heard of this, is parabens. I feel like this has been a buzzword and people are more and more waking up to avoiding parabens. And so basically what it is, it's a cheap way for companies to make their product last longer without collecting bacteria. So it keeps the product from collecting bacteria, but that just means it can sit on the shelf longer. And it's really bad for your health, because there was a study done by the Journal of Applied Toxicology where they detected high amounts of parabens in breast cancer cell growth. And so that is, I have a couple close friends who are in remission, and that is one of the things they're like, oh, I read all my labels and I steer clear of parabens. And so I just thought that was interesting, because that's not something I ever knew. So let's talk real quickly with some of our top switches, our top simple switches. Guys, so simple. So the first one I'm going to tell you guys about is Thieves Household Cleaner. This is the bottle. It's like $23 wholesale. This has replaced every cleaner under my sink. I literally used to have bins under my sink. Bins under all the things I would carry around with me. And they were like, I would get all the fun fragrances. I would put, I don't know how many of you guys used to do this while you were cleaning your tub. But I don't know how many of you know that the pores on the bottoms of your feet are some of the largest pores on your body. So how many of you guys used to stand in your tub barefoot with all of the chemicals going? Like, this was me. And I would get real dizzy scrubbing. But I did not realize that my feet were drinking up all the things that were on the bottom of that tub. And a little fact, and I'm trying not to be too not negative, because I like, I'm going to give you the solution, but your pets, so the bottom of their, the pads on the bottoms of their feet absorb like crazy, just like the bottoms of your feet. And so one of the things, I think it's either the kidney or the liver, your pets are really affected by the cleaners that you use and what you're spraying on your grass. There are quite a few studies out there that you can read about this. And that is, again, something I never thought of. So Thieves Household Cleaner is one of our first switches that I did. It was literally, I think it was the second month after getting started. I put this in my cart and it's been in my cart ever since. There's so many hacks. You can get a spray bottle and it's a concentrate. And so you just need one cap for a spray bottle. You can also make a scrub. You can do all sorts of things. You can use the concentrate on really as a degreaser. You can add it to laundry detergent. So for $23 to be the only cleaner under your sink that is 100% plant-based, that's pretty amazing. I clean my baby toys with this. I also will spray off my high chair right before my baby eats off of it, and I feel completely comfortable. This is actually my daughter's cleaner. This is in her room, and so this is what she cleans with. And so before I didn't clean around them. They would go outside and I would clean. So I just love that this is safe enough for that. I'm going to give you one more study and then I'm going to pass it off to Ashley. And then I'm sorry about all the studies, but guys, this has been so huge for me to open my eyes and to make these quick, simple pivots towards an easy solution. One bottle, guys, not 50 that you have to buy all throughout the year at Target. One that you buy every couple months. And so this is just the last study I'll tell you about. It was a 20-year, so this is the first study that they've ever done long term, a 20-year longitudinal study. It was conducted by scientists at the University of Bergen in Norway. They found that using cleaning products can be as harmful as smoking 20 cigarettes a day. So they followed a group of women that cleaned houses or they cleaned houses for a living or had regularly used cleaning sprays for 20 years. They had a decline in their lung function equivalent to if they'd been smoking 20 cigarettes a day over the same period. The other thing is your dust. After you clean, you might be opening your windows and think it's gone, but your cleaning products settle in your dust. And so they actually tested a square inch of dust, and they found over 78 harmful chemicals just in that square inch of dust that had settled from the chemical cleaners. So if you guys are like, not like, oh, that's interesting. These are things that we don't even know if they're safe. And I know that's really disturbing, but there's a simple solution, and that is this cleaner. And so I'm gonna let Ashley talk to us about a few other switches that we suggest doing at first. And just by doing this one step, I went through and I was trying to I looked at the ingredients in Pledge and Windex and a few of the other really popular cleaners. By making this one switch, you are literally saving yourself from, I think it was 728 chemicals. That alone, that one switch is $23. So that honestly was like a no-brainer for me. Okay, Ashley, what is our next switch that we're going to talk about?
Awesome. So funny, but how many of you guys in the comments below in the replay or live, how many of you guys wash dishes? Ever? I mean, if you can't raise your hand, you have a phenomenal life where you must eat out every night and use only paper, right? So I will tell you, this is not a swap I made right away. It was confusing for me because I was using things that were probably pretty greenwashed, which I thought were organic. I thought were amazing for my family. And they were like a whole bunch of junk that I was putting in my dishes. So we wear clothes every day, which I'll talk about next. And we actually eat off dishes every day. We brush our teeth every day. And most of us wear some kind of deodorant or we wash our bodies. Those are things that we all do every day. So as Rachel just went through, really, there's a lot happening with our cleaners. There's a lot happening with the surfaces. So thank you, Rachel, for doing a phenomenal job on that. This is Thieves dish soap. Super simple swap to make. This is an amazing cleaner. It's free from SLS, dyes, SLES, phosphates, formaldehyde, and synthetic perfume, because again, it's made with pure essential oils, which we know are healthy for our bodies and are going to infuse our bodies with nutrients, not deprive them by taking away a lot of the goodness in them. But what's amazing about this is its consistency is thick. It's really going to last. I actually cut this in half and dilute it with water. Most dish soap is loaded with lots of chemical fragrances to make your dishes smell yummy, to, have it so it gets off residue. And I'm going to go through the 8 very quickly biggest toxins in your dish soap, things that you may have never realized were in there. Phosphates. So as I mentioned, built on top of Rachel, but they are water softening mineral and they act like a fertilizer in water. They're hazardous and they actually stick to your dishes and they can deplete oxygen and promote growth of algae in your body. Weird, right? Triclosan. So triclosan is very, very closely aligned with, cancer, guys. So it's synthetic chemical that's often added to dish detergents. It's antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral. And it works. That's what I'm gonna be clear about. That works. But however, it disrupts your thyroid and your endocrine systems. And it's actually attributed to superbug growth. Gross. SLS or SLES, sodium lauryl sulfate or sodium laureth sulfate. Bubbles are great to see and they make us feel clean, but they're actually known to build up a lot of chemicals in our bodies and cause a lot of allergic reactions and a chemical a chemical buildup in our cells that we cannot get rid of. Fragrance, disgusting. One word contain up to 3,000 chemicals. It's in here too. Also, DEA, MEA, TEA chemicals are known for just hormone things. Chlorine is in most dish soaps. I'm like, chlorine, what? And according to the EPA's Community Right to Know list in the 1990 Clean Air Act, it's toxic to fish and regulated in our waterways. Maybe we shouldn't use it to clean our dishes. Just saying. Formaldehyde, awesome. It imbibes bodies. Great. Guess what else? Its chemical buildup in your body will cause you to actually stop the growth of a lot of good things because it is known for stopping growth. Ammonia, I'm like, great. So even in trace amounts in dish detergents is super gross for your body, gross for your skin, gross for your family. So I want to encourage you with the swap, and I want to partner this swap with your hand soap. Mine is actually, I did not grab the hand soap. I have it's funny. I'm hoarding all the bottles, but I don't have the hand soap right on me. I was going to walk you guys around, but we're going to be quick with this class tonight. Your hand soap at your kitchen sink, bathroom sink, maybe at your kid's school, your place of work. It can coat your body in chemicals. And here's the thing, it's cheap and easy to replace. You can actually buy our Thieves foaming hand soap, and it's going to be amazing. Again, for the same things as the dish soap, or you can make it with Castile soap, Thieves, and water. That's the only 3 ingredients. Super simple. Castile soap, Thieves, water. I have both in my house. I use them interchangeably. They are great to go. Same 8 chemical offenders that are also in that. So I want to mention this next, and I could probably teach a whole class on oral health. That's not what we're going to do right now. But I do want to tell you, everyone in your house, even babies, once they are of teeth brushing age, they brush their teeth. You brush your teeth. You have direct exposure to your toothpaste, not once, but twice a day. Like, guys, that is all the things up in your mouth multiple times a day. So I did not realize the magnitude of the exposure I was having to different things. But conventional toothpaste, it's hard because it's flavoring as well as the aroma, the flavor, and unfortunately, guys, we actually ingest the chemicals in the toothpaste. So fluoride, it comes in various forms, and it's popular and active ingredient in toothpaste. It helps prevent cavities. I know for us, we still kind of fight against the idea of using products without fluoride, but it's one of the chemical ingredients in toothpaste. But there's also a chemical called CHEBDI, so sodium phosphate, basically, commonly abbreviated as MFP. It's an inorganic compound. It's colorless, odorless, and it's water soluble. And it's a salt-based ingredient in your toothpaste that's a known carcinogen. So just want to really help you to see, but not feel overwhelmed with, you can switch out. Like, guys, you can switch out these products. We actually have a lot of amazing toothpaste from Young Living. We buy Aroma Bright. It is $11 every month from Young Living, and then a kid's toothpaste that is under $10. And we buy them every month. We flip them out, and instead of buying the watermelon flavored gummy toothpaste that's red. I mean, how many of y'all, raise your hand if you've ever seen a colored toothpaste? Like, it's like purple, it's orange, it's all kinds of things. So I want to encourage you, again, the purpose of this overview class is, okay, we have talked about Thieves Household Cleaner, dish soap, hand soap, toothpaste, and a brief overall view. And one more product I'm going to mention to you because it's just pivotal in your success in ditching toxins. So these products, we talked about room by room elimination. Guys, we have our bathrooms, we have our kitchen, we've affected our teeth, which are everywhere. We carry them with us. And I want to encourage you, the person that invited you tonight, they use a toothpaste. Like, ask them what they use. They will guide you. They'll help you make a custom bundle that's going to have these 4 categories of products in it. And then our last one is our laundry soap. So this could be, I'm pretty sure we could talk for 18 years about our laundry soap because it's that phenomenal. But guys, you wear clothes every day. As I've said, you wear underwear, which touch your, maybe it's too anatomically correct. They touch the skin, the outside of your labia. They are going to touch really close to your colon because they're touching basically close to your anus. I mean, I'm not really trying to be funny here. I want you to be really real with me. you're wearing a bra that's touching your lymphatic system and all kinds of lymph nodes. It's touching underneath your armpits. It's touching your breast tissue. I mean, guys, I'm using like, this is touching my thyroid. I have a sports bra under, it's touching my like up high. I have this all day long. So what I use on my clothing matters. You are the gatekeeper of your home and you get to decide what you use on your clothes. And that being said, I have a simple spot for you. We're going to walk to my room. My house is old. There ain't no laundry room here. There's a laundry cabinet. Rachel, I have a laundry cabinet, right? It's pretty pitiful for my house is actually pretty big, guys, and I have a laundry cabinet. So that's why it's funny. Welcome to my laundry cabinet. In this laundry cabinet, I've got thieves. I've got thieves. I got a thieves here and a thieves here. I do not do the creativity of diluting. Like I would love to save some money and dilute 64 loads into 220, but I'll be real with you guys. I got a lot of people up in this house. I have 3 adults and 3 kids. Okay, 4 adults, I guess, including me. And there's just be a lot of people. We got goats, we got ducks, we got chickens, we got a cat now, some dogs, like everything's stinky and gross and dirty. So I am laundering all the things all the time. My kids go to public school. They have to wear masks. That's another class in itself, but they do. They wear them all kinds of ways. They chew on them. Who knows what they do? But we have to laundry every day, all the time. So in my washer, I actually use this dish soap is worth, laundry soap. You can actually use a half of a capful. There's 64 loads in this, but I get about 100 loads out. And I'm saying that it probably could be 120, but I do probably a little more than half of the dosage, if that makes sense, or the usage. I put it right in my washer, and then I add a few drops on top of the clothes of lemongrass to deodorize and help it, because my husband works outside. He is dirty all the time. We have lots of workout clothes. I work out every day. We're nasty around here, up in here. So that is important to us. And the reason it's important that we do this every single day is we want to have our bodies as chemical free as possible. I want to put on clothing that is clean, and not just clean in the way it's laundered, but clean from chemicals. I don't want to wear chemicals all day. I don't want to eat them. I don't want to wear them. I want to be exposed to them. So the other thing that I do in my laundry room is I use some balls. Got lots of balls in this house. All jokes aside, I'm just saying we got some laundry balls right here. And guys, I have 12 laundry balls, wool dryer balls, what we call them. And I simply, instead of a dryer sheet, I do like this with some lemongrass. I use lavender sometimes on sheets, especially, and I put some oils up on them. And go ahead and Google, ready? Fabric softener or dryer sheets, and put maybe like the C word in there with it, or toxins. And just you let me know what happens when you do that in your Google search, and you will be astounded. So I put these in my dryer with my clothes, which y'all know my washer's full, my dryer's full. There's dirty clothes. There's clean clothes and dirty clothes up on the floor, up in here. And that's okay. Because here's the thing, I want to take care of them, and I'm going to make sure they're healthy as possible. So I want to encourage you. This swap is really important. You are going to spend a little bit more, wait for it, time and money, which we know are the treasures that we have on this earth to give to our families, to make sure that they are raising themselves up, or we are guiding them to be people who are going to be world changers, and to people who are actually going to make decisions not based on what they see in front of them in advertising, but what they know is healthy. So it takes me a few extra minutes, guys, because I put some oils in, right? I have to order my products. Here's the thing. I want to encourage you, mama, daddy, sister, brother, whoever you are on this call. You can do it. Like, it is worth it. It's worth it for your family. It's worth it for the legacy you're building. And whoever invited you tonight, they will help you not only get these 5 products, but I would suggest a diffuser, some oils for other health issues or needs in your home. And what I mean by that is, like, to me, a health issue is that my kids are tired in the morning. Like, that's an issue here, right? I'm like, that is a clean home issue. Because if my house was really vibrant and healthy, my kids would get up and be like, hello, mother, how may we serve you and greet you today? And they don't do that. But we're working on it. And we do that every day with diffusing. We do it every day with making sure their clothes are clean and neat, not so they look good, but so they feel good. We do it every day by making sure that, like, they can use our cleaners. They're part of our family. There's not something that they can't touch. It's all part of what we do as a family. And it's really, really important to know that we are doing the best we can, not because we're lazy or tired or because it's all we have around us, but our choices matter, and you matter. Your choices are important. you are able to say yes and no to what comes in your home. So, Rachel, thank you for guiding us tonight. Again, whoever invited you to this workshop, go message them. They love you. They care for you. They want to see you and your family not just survive, but thrive. And that's what we want. So, welcome to our community. We can't wait to see what you're going to do in the future. And Rachel, if you want to add anything else before we close out, but I just want to say thank you guys so much for being part of this with us. We cannot wait to see you on our next call, and we can't wait to see what swaps you make in your own home.
Yep, I just wanted to encourage you guys moving forward. If this is like your first experience hearing something like this, do not feel guilty, because the first time I like read all those things, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm killing all of us. But here's the thing, you know what you know, you're here for a reason. You've done the best you could up until this point, and that's all you can do. And knowledge is power. And so it's kind of, again, you go at your own speed. If all, you start where you can. And that's really what we're encouraging you, is just to start. And so for us, it took us about 9 months to completely switch out our house. We just did, we picked a few things every month. And once everything was switched out, then we just interchanged things as we went along. We learned hacks with the household cleaner. I now use it on my carpets. I use it on my couches, at literally everywhere. And you're going to learn those hacks once you join the community, because that's what we're here for. So we're just here to encourage and empower you. And then we just want to give you that little bit of information tonight, because I'm the kind of person that likes to know the why. I like the research. If you didn't enjoy that, I'm sorry. But for me, that was helpful when I was making my decision. It further pushed me. It's what I needed to say yes. So thank you for joining us. Those of you that are brand partners, please feel free to stay on for some training, for us to be together. And everyone else, you guys have a good night. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So we're going to do a 1-minute transition. We want to welcome our brand partners on. I really want to challenge you. Like, I am ready. Who needs to move? Anybody need to move? I need to move all the time.
Are you going to play the music? Is that what we're doing?
I think we should we do, I've been really on a roll today. Should we do the fancy like dance? Because I'm ready to do it on Instagram. I'm really practiced up. We mean fancy like Applebee's on a date night with a bourbon streak shake and an Oreo shake.
I don't know that one.
Cream on the top two. 2 straws, 1 check. Girl, I got you. Like, no? No?
I was just at a wedding this past weekend. I was the only person on the dance floor that did not know that one.
How do you not know fancy like?
I just did the wobble. Okay.
Okay. So for about 30 seconds, I'm going to do the first part. Okay, guys. So the first part of this, it's really simple. We're going to do step back with the arm pull. We're going to do fancy like. Ready? Applebee's on a date night with some bourbon street steak with an Oreo shake with some whipped cream. No, top tube. 2 straws, 1 check. Girl, I got you. No, I'm a room mom for a 2nd grade class, and I did that on a video today. It was amazing. It was amazing. I'm pretty sure my kids, when they're older, it's actually, I uploaded it to YouTube, so it will live beyond my years. And I'm pretty sure when I die, they're gonna play this video. It's that good, Rachel.
I'm sure it was.
No, it's terrible. But
we'll still have it because we're being recorded, right?
That is
so did you stop the recording from the last class?
No, but Tracy will cut it.
Oh, she slices it. Okay.
Yeah. So guys, what I'm really given a buffer of time, because for me, I know when I am engaged in a class and I have my friends there and they're new, I need a hot minute to switch over to being the learner and being the person that's like engaged. So I just wanted to make sure we had that buffer. I didn't actually want to dance. Like, that wasn't actually.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You always want to dance. Do you not even say that?
You want to be really talented.
I thought you were gonna have us do jumping jacks. She normally has us do like sit-ups or something, so that's a little bit better.
Can we have a moment? I don't even really love country anymore, but that song is catchy. And I may or may not have sent in a video where I talked about Natty Light and the truck bed squeaking all the way home. Like, that was part of a song that I did for my 2nd grader. So I'm not sure, I don't know if the prayer I sent him was more offensive or this at public school. I'm not sure, the borderline. So, I got a little bit of both. Got a little bit of might push it this way or this way. You never know what you're going to get. So those of you that don't know me, I'm so
Hello.
hello, friends.
Nice to
So
meet you.
I'm not sure how Rachel and I got to be in charge of this call alone. I don't know who trusted us or who was excited for us or they're scared.